C.J. Stroud's journey through football is not a story built on shortcuts, inevitability, or effortless ascension. It is a story shaped by patience, internal discipline, and the ability to remain steady while surrounded by noise. In a sport that often rushes young quarterbacks into labels, savior, bust, prodigy, disappointment, Stroud's rise stands apart because it was never fueled by hype alone. It was fueled by preparation, composure, and the quiet confidence that comes from knowing who you are long before the world decides what it expects you to be. From the beginning, Stroud understood that opportunity without stability can feel fragile. Born in Rancho Cucamonga, California, his early life was marked by adversity that demanded emotional maturity at a young age. His family faced significant challenges, including financial strain and personal hardship, and football became more than a game. It became structure. It became consistency. It became a place where effort produced clarity when life felt uncertain. For Stroud, football was not simply an escape from difficulty, it was a responsibility. It demanded discipline when distractions were plentiful. It demanded focus when frustration could have easily taken over. Those early experiences shaped his temperament. He learned that panic only narrows vision, while patience widens it. That lesson would later define his approach as a quarterback. At Rancho Cucamonga High School, Stroud's talent was visible, but it did not arrive wrapped in universal praise. Southern California is saturated with quarterback prospects, and standing out requires more than arm strength. It requires command. Stroud showed early signs of that command, not through theatrics, but through consistency. He threw with touch. He read defenses with calm. He did not play rushed, even when pressure arrived early in plays. What separated Stroud from many of his peers was not raw athleticism alone, but how he processed information. Coaches noticed that he absorbed feedback quickly. Corrections did not need to be repeated. He asked questions not to impress, but to understand. Teammates gravitated toward him because his confidence never felt forced. He led by example, not volume. Recruiting attention eventually followed, but even then, Stroud's path required patience. He was not universally crowned as the next inevitable star. Evaluations varied. Some questioned his ceiling. Others questioned his mobility. Stroud absorbed all of it without defensiveness. He understood that opinions did not define development, work did. Ohio State represented both a dream and a pressure cooker. The program's quarterback history carried weight that few positions in sports can match. Every throw would be compared to those who came before. Every mistake would be magnified. Stepping into that environment required emotional stability as much as physical skill. Stroud arrived in Columbus knowing that nothing would be handed to him. Competition was fierce. Expectations were relentless. Early in his college career, injuries disrupted rhythm and timing. Critics questioned whether he was ready. Some wondered whether the system carried him rather than the other way around. For a young quarterback, those narratives can fracture confidence. For Stroud, they became fuel, but quiet fuel, internal fuel. He did not respond with defiance. He responded with preparation. He studied film obsessively. He refined his footwork. He trusted coaching. He trusted repetition. Instead of forcing moments, he waited for clarity. And when clarity arrived, his command of Ohio State's offense became unmistakable. Stroud's growth was evident in how he threw the football. His ball placement was precise, often arriving before receivers completed their breaks. He threw with anticipation, not reaction. He understood windows rather than waiting for them to open. That level of timing cannot be taught easily. It is developed through repetition, trust, and processing speed. What made Stroud exceptional was not just how he threw, but when he threw. In critical moments, he remained composed. Third downs, red zone situations, late game drives. His heartbeat did not rise visibly. He understood that quarterback play is as much about emotional regulation as it is about execution. As his production increased, accolades followed. Heisman conversations emerged. National recognition intensified. Yet Stroud's demeanor remained unchanged. He did not allow praise to alter preparation. Each season became a recalibration rather than a celebration. He worked to improve areas critics highlighted: mobility, off-platform throws, pocket manipulation. One of the defining moments of Stroud's college career came when narratives about his ability to create outside structure were challenged directly. In the biggest games, against elite competition, he showed that growth is not static. He extended plays. He attacked space when necessary. He demonstrated adaptability without abandoning his identity as a passer. By the time Stroud declared for the NFL draft, he was no longer simply a talented quarterback prospect. He was a professional in mindset. He understood coverage rotations. He understood leverage. He understood how to prepare for opponents week to week. Teams evaluating him were not just evaluating arm talent. They were evaluating temperament. When the Houston Texans selected C.J. Stroud, the challenge was immediate and substantial. The franchise had endured instability at the quarterback position and uncertainty in organizational direction. Rookie quarterbacks are often shielded, eased into systems designed to protect confidence. Stroud was entrusted instead. From the outset, he was treated as a foundational piece. What followed defied conventional rookie expectations. Stroud processed NFL defenses with veteran calm. He diagnosed coverages quickly. He manipulated safeties with his eyes. He delivered the ball with precision under pressure. His interception avoidance was not the product of conservatism, but of understanding. Week after week, Stroud reinforced the same message. He belonged, not as a developmental project, not as a placeholder, but as a leader. His presence in the huddle carried authority without arrogance. Teammates responded to his steadiness. Coaches expanded the playbook because he earned trust. Houston's transformation during Stroud's rookie season was not coincidental. It was structural. He elevated the entire operation. Receivers ran routes with confidence, knowing the ball would arrive on time. Offensive linemen played with purpose, knowing decisions would be decisive. The offense moved with rhythm because its quarterback dictated tempo. Stroud's defining quality at the professional level became his composure under chaos. When pressure collapsed pockets, he climbed calmly. When coverage disguised intent, he waited patiently. He did not panic when protection broke down. He did not force throws to prove toughness. He chose efficiency over ego. Leadership followed naturally. Stroud did not command through speeches. He commanded through accountability. When mistakes occurred, he owned them publicly and privately. When success arrived, he deflected credit toward teammates. That balance created trust, and trust created stability. His success also reshaped narratives surrounding young quarterbacks. Stroud proved that emotional intelligence is not a luxury, it is a necessity. That preparation can neutralize speed. That calm can overwhelm chaos. In an era where quarterback play is often evaluated through highlight improvisation alone, Stroud recentered the position around command. Off the field, Stroud carried himself with clarity and gratitude. He spoke openly about faith, resilience, and responsibility. He understood that his platform extended beyond football. He did not manufacture an image. He remained authentic, allowing performance and preparation to define perception. As defenses adjusted to him, Stroud adjusted faster. He recognized tendencies. He punished hesitation. He controlled games without dominating possession. His efficiency reflected understanding rather than excess. Every throw had purpose. What separates Stroud most is that his confidence does not require validation. It is not shaken by criticism or inflated by praise. It is anchored in preparation. That kind of confidence endures. C.J. Stroud's journey is still unfolding, but its foundation is already unmistakable. It is built on resilience without spectacle, leadership without ego, and excellence without entitlement. He did not inherit certainty. He constructed it through discipline, patience, and belief. In a league that often confuses noise with dominance, Stroud's career reminds us that calm can be powerful, that growth is ongoing, and that belief, when rooted in preparation, becomes unshakable. C.J. Stroud is not just a quarterback of the present. He is a blueprint for the future, a reminder that the most enduring careers are built deliberately, moment by moment, under pressure. His journey affirms that greatness is not rushed. It is earned. Thank you to all the fans for watching and supporting this story. Your appreciation for discipline, your respect for growth, and your love for the game give meaning to journeys like C.J. Stroud's. If you enjoyed this long-form documentary, please like, share, and subscribe. More powerful football stories are coming, and we sincerely thank you for being part of the journey.